No.
Morning, sir.
Morning.
Sir, written assignment आज का मुझे दे दो.
কোনটা?
Written assignment আছে যেটা 14 questions.
না
যেটা
ওটা না না ওটা পরের সপ্তাহে, এই সপ্তাহে না, পরের সপ্তাহে। হ্যাঁ, বলছি আমি।
Good morning, sir.
গুড মর্নিং। সো do you have this topic? All right. Okay. So regarding as per your exam, right? So what I have said that CA3 marks will we have to upload next week. All right. Class test 3. For class test 3, we have conducted around 20-25 Google quiz, probably around 20-25. So that Google quiz that we have conducted, that will be one criteria for giving marks. And second thing, that assignment we have given so far, like up to jet transform, that assignment that will be considered during the marking process in CA3. Apart from that, now I will take two, three Google quiz more. Now this Google quiz will be on the basis of the topic jet transform and DFT, right? In those two topics, we will take few more Google quiz. Few more means maybe 2-3, and that may consist around 10 to 12 questions, right? So these three quiz, right, I may conduct today, tomorrow, and maybe day after tomorrow. I'll send you 3 links for Google quiz that may consist of 10-12 questions. Then you submit that, all of you submit that very seriously, that is required. That will be considered for Google quiz, your evaluation as well. Now I have seen some of you didn't submit some of the Google quiz. Like I have conducted around say 20 plus Google quiz. If you refer your previous mail, I have seen some of the quizzes, their attendance is 46, 47. Now those who are absent, definitely they will get less marks. There is no other point. Therefore, submission of all Google quiz is necessary, right? Google quiz and assignment by next week, that I will tell you. So assignment I will take next week. I will notify that in Tuesday, and probably you have to submit the assignment in Wednesday or Wednesday. So assignment means whatever assignment I have given up to jet transform. The fresh assignment what I will give next week, that you need not submit for this. And CA4 marks will also be submitted through online process. All right, CA4 marks will be submitted in June. That there also will follow the same process. So therefore, absent in Google quiz, definitely that will reduce the marks, right? So you have to fill up the Google quiz every day. And if you have not completed in that day particular, maybe day after 1 day or after 2 days also you can do. The thing is that you have to submit the Google quiz, otherwise marks will be less. All right. So this is first thing that I would like to mention. Okay. Second thing, that the laboratory, we have also division 40/60. Do you know this? Laboratory?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Laboratory 40/60, they have a distinction. Previously, have you got any marks in 40? No. Any of the laboratory 40 marks have you got? Means 40 marks, some marks in 40 out of 40. No.
No, no, sir.
So first time this is also have to submit twice, that 40 marks and 60 marks out of 100. For that 40 marks, we will be again organizing separate quiz related to the practical. That I will talk about that in next week. Right? Laboratory 40 marks also will be given on the basis of Google quiz. For that, there will be separate quiz on the basis of some experiment. Now, regarding that, I will tell you detail so that you can fill up that quiz also, so that you can get marks. So laboratory 40 and CA3 assessment of 25, that I have to submit by next week of May. All right. So submit the Google quiz that is coming up in few days, maybe 2, 3, 4. That very seriously. That will give you more marks, because I hope anybody. How many of you attended all the Google quiz so far I have given? How many of you attended all the Google quiz?
Me.
Sir. আমি
Me.
Careful. Next.
হ্যাঁ
আমি আছি অনিকেত দাও।
আমি আছি
Oniket.
নাম বলে দে নাম বল
Naam bolo.
Sanjana.
Sanjana. All Google quiz you have submitted. And
Yes, sir.
Amit. Amit has submitted.
Anushka.
Anushka, previous Google quiz you have submitted. First 1, 2, 3 like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. No.
Onna.
Onna, probably you were absent in 2, 3. As I remember.
Sir,
Aritria.
Yes, sir.
Sir, Arnav Bhattacharya.
Arnav Bhattacharya. Aritria also may be absent in 1 or 2. Last 3, 5. I was seeing
Sir, but I have submitted all
all.
yesterday. Yes, sir, most probably.
Yesterday. Oh,
Yes, sir.
that you will. I have seen few days back actually. Yesterday you have submitted. Okay. Fine, not an issue. So the thing is that unless if you submit the Google quiz, then definitely you will get marks, good marks. But if somebody absents in Google quiz, then only you will get less marks. Okay, so that is not an issue. And regarding laboratory 40, I have to make a decision, because laboratory actually nothing is done yet, right? So definitely
Yes,
we
sir.
have to do something, then only we have to assess. So regarding laboratory, I will take one lecture, and after that I will tell you what to do. Then only you can fill up the quiz. If I give the question straight away, then you may not be able to fill up this. Meanwhile, what I want to say, I have completed probably in one lab class, about 1 or 2 lab class I have got. In that, we have told you how to plot different kind of signal, is not it?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So how to plot different kind of signal, and what are the commands like stem, right? How to plot impulse. Then stem command we have seen. Then probably plot command we have seen. Then right, how could you plot arbitrary signal? Something we have seen. So that was the one practical in your syllabus also. The next practical that we have, that is convolution. That theory you know, right? Now once you know this convolution theory, so I will discuss the code. Then convolution will be another practical. What it is said in the notification, that I have to submit 40 marks twice, dividing the entire practical in 2 stages, right? 2 stages means, suppose there is a 7 or 8 practicals that has to be done MATLAB. So I have to complete 4 practicals or something like that by in this first laboratory assignment or assessment of 40, and remaining practical for the next laboratory assessment. So as I have planned that your basic signal plotting, Basic signal plotting, here you have learned at least two commands, that is stem, subplot. Stem and subplot you might have learned. Anyway, I will revise those things once. Once I revise, then only I will ask questions. So one, of course, 4 experiment, what I can say at this stage. One is basic signal plotting. Second is convolution. Third is Z transform. And fourth is your DFT. These 4 practicals you are supposed to get 2 or 3 Google quiz on the basis of the practical. Okay, 2 or 3 Google quiz on the basis of this practical. As far as theory is concerned, I have completed all the theories. Right, I have completed all the theories. Only thing that we have to complete little bit of laboratory part as well, so that the Google quiz could be framed. All right, so be prepared for the theory of this section. So I will give you quiz next week, and that quiz also very essential, because unless you fill up this quiz, now suppose you have 20 quizzes I have said so far, maybe 2-3 I will send again. So in such a case, 23 quiz, you may be absent 2 or 3, that could be considered. But for the laboratory, I will send at most 2-3 quiz. So definitely you have to answer. Unless you answered in that, definitely in 40 I cannot have, I am not in a position to give any marks. So therefore, next 3-4 days, attend all the quizzes and assignments that will give you good marks in 40 as well as this 25. That is for all of you. And another problem, maybe anybody is there who is not receiving my mail? Not receiving my mail. Now,
No, sir.
those who are attending lecture, definitely they are receiving the mail. Apart from this, I am asking, apart from this group, मतलब तुम लोगों को छोड़ के, other than that, total class में 65 students are there. There are some students, you ensure that some of you take the lead, and Amit, maybe Kia, ask in the group, if anybody is not getting the mail, then you forward your mail. Okay. Suppose somebody is not getting the mail, my mail, and he is also not telling me, because he is saying, okay, I'm not getting mail, let us enjoy. Not an issue. you can enjoy, but if I don't find anything in the Google form, definitely I cannot give marks, because then they will say that I didn't get marks. But at the time, if once I submit, I cannot do anything, right? So therefore, you ensure that in the group you should ensure and ask them, if anybody is not receiving the mail, then they should contact you. Right now, I will not send any mail to anybody. They have to take the mail from you and submit the assignment. Right? It is their duty to inform. Those who inform me, suppose today you are not getting my mail, if you are informing me today itself, then I will send you mail. Definitely it is fault from my end. But when somebody is not getting mail, suppose say over last 2-3 weeks, but since he has not reported to me or she has not reported to me, then I cannot send mail now. What they have to do, you have to forward your mail, and they have to, because you have already submitted the assignment, then they have to submit from that link. And if they do not does this, if they don't do this, in such a case, you will not get marks. No other issue. They will not get marks. You will get marks, of course. They will not get marks. Okay. So this is the thing you should inform in the group. EC2. All right. Next week I will submit the marks. Before that, I will give 2-3 quiz for the theory and 2-3 quiz for the laboratory also. Everything will be completed by next 2-3 days. And I have a times, I think I have to, since 5th or 6th, before that I have to submit the marks. Okay, and tell me what?
স্যার বলছি যে ওই 14 কোশ্চেন আছে, ওটা কি আপনার মেলে ডাইরেক্ট ফরওয়ার্ড করব না? আপনি বলেছিলেন
ওটা তোমরা বলেছি বুধবারে বা জমা দিতে হবে অ্যাসাইনমেন্টটা। বুধবারের আগে আমি সব জানিয়ে দেবো। For the time being, you prepare the assignment in such a way so that you are in a position to submit that in Wednesday.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
right? And next week we will start a new course also, first Fourier transform. So next week will be, next week onwards will be FFT and filter design. That section is very important. because these two topics you get at least 30 marks in your final paper if there is a final exam. Okay, that I don't know yet. Okay, anyway, so but even there is no final exam also in such a case. Suppose if that happens, I don't know yet. In such a case also, internal 25 will be on the topic of effective and center design, definitely. But one thing you should understand that yesterday there was a notification from AICT, you know, and do you know this or you don't know yet?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
No, sir, no.
AICT has said that they have to follow the UGC notification available. All right. Therefore, UGC has notified several things and several techniques, but there is no way that no exam, and you will get marks. Nothing is written like that, right? Definitely, there will be some assessment on the process of which you will get marks. So, therefore, you read whatever course is going on. All right. So,
Yes.
there will be certain assessment on the basis of that marks will be given, right?
Excuse me, sir.
Tell me.
স্যার আপনি একটা মেইল পাঠিয়ে দিন না যেখানে আমরা আমাদের অ্যাটেন্ডেন্স গুলো থাকবে মানে কে কটা কুইজ করেছে সেটা জানতে পারবো অ্যাটলিস্ট আমরা
এক্স্যাক্টলি স্যার এটা একটুখানি দিলে ভালো হতো
মানে হয়তো মিস হয়ে গেছে।
এক্স্যাক্টলি কোনটা মিস হয়েছে সেটা একটুখানি তাহলে বোঝা যেত স্যার।
না সেটা তো দেওয়া যাবে, সেটা তো দেওয়া যাবে না, কারণ সেটা এই কারণে দেওয়া ঠিক হবে না। এটা হচ্ছে যে তোমরা টাইমলি দাওনি, তাহলে আরেকবার সাবমিট করে দাও। ইউ শুড সাবমিট अगेन, ইওর মেল ইজ অলরেডি देयर, ওয়ান্স ইউ সাবমিট দেন টু থিংস ইউ নো।
না স্যার, কোনটা অ্যাকচুয়ালি দেওয়া
কুইজের
হয়নি সেটা
বলছে
তাহলে
যে
বুঝতে
এডিট
পারছি।
ইওর রেসপন্স।
হ্যাঁ, এডিট ইওর রেসপন্স সব কুইজে নাই দিছি।
না কয়েকটা
আচ্ছা তার মানে যেগুলো সাবমিট হয়নি সেগুলো আছে।
এক মিনিট, let me tell you, there are two things in a quiz. Previously, whatever quiz I have said, there once you submit there was no scope. Yes, previous 10-15 quiz, if you see, the quizzes are such that once you submit there is no scope for some option, not resubmission. Okay. Next 4-5 quiz, last week onwards, last 1 or 2 weeks, you are getting that you can edit your response. Okay. What is the difference between those two? Because last 1 or 2 weeks, whatever quiz I have given, they are mostly problem oriented, right? Problem oriented means you have to solve mathematical problem and then you have to write the value. When you are solving problem, right, then there may be a mistake in the first attempt. After correction also you may come to know that there is some wrong. Therefore, when the assignment is fully or quiz is fully problem oriented, mostly problem oriented, suppose 4 out of 3 question is a problem, then I have thought that edit option should be there, right? Because I have received 1 or 2 calls that I have to edit, but I am not being able to. This last 1 or 2 weeks. So in such a case, last 1 or 2 weeks, I have given the edit option. So what you have to do, if you have submitted the quiz, not an issue. If you have not submitted, in such a case, what you do, you try that. If you can submit the quiz, then not a problem. And suppose in
আমি যেটা বলছিলাম ওই যে আপনি বললেন না 46% 47% কারো আছে, তো ওই পার্সেন্টেজটা আমরা যদি জেনে যেতাম তাহলে
না 46% না 46 response. Sometimes I have received 47 response. Okay, out of 65, 46, 47 response. I have received some of the quiz, right? That is I have seen last week, last 2 days. It may suppose those who have responded once, suppose edit option is there, you are submitting it again, then it will be 2 response, not an issue, not a problem. And in case if there is no option for giving second time, then this is also not a problem. I hope you have got this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So these are the things. So next 1 or 2 days, you should be very sincere in approaching all this quiz, and also you inform all your friends that everybody has to do that. Okay, that you do. Now, okay. Now coming back to the problem, overlap sum method. I have received few queries. Right. Some of you asked me some question. Now let us solve one more example. One more example, not two example, but this example I am solving for different purpose. Just you might see that. Now suppose x of n is given and hn is given.
স্যার স্যার বলছিলাম যে ওভারল্যাপ সেভ মেথড একটু থিওরিটা আরেকবার এক্সপ্লেন করে দেবেন, মানে লাস্ট টাইম আমি তখন
No.
লেটে
I am solving one problem. I am explaining theory along with that. You follow this. I am solving one problem using overlap same method. Not one problem, 2-3 problems if time permits. Okay, let's see. Now suppose x of n is your signal 3, -1, 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, 1, 2, 1. This is 2 and 1, two different signals. And hn equal to 3. Now in this method, what you have to do? First, you have to find the number of points in the impulse. Number of non-zero points in the impulse response. Number of non-zero points in the impulse response means here it is 3. That you denote by m, then you difference m minus 1 you have to find. M minus 1 is 2. Now I said assume n equal to 4. Then Nupur called me one day, then he said, why said n equal to 4? If I take n equal to 5. I have solved one problem for n equal to 5, but same problem. Let us see that. Same solution. Okay. So first you assume n equal to 4. Then if I assume n equal to 4, this is your first step, this is second step, right? So if I assume n equal to 4, then you can calculate L equal to 2. I hope this is all right. Now L equal to 2 means you have to take two data, right? You have to take two data from your data set. Okay. Now if I take two data from your data set, then what happened? Suppose this is data is your 3 minus 1, so I am taking 3 minus 1. So you are taking 3 minus 1 here, right? And you have to add m minus 1 zeros, that means 2 zeros. So I am adding 2 zeros here. Now next I have to take data from this two data, and I have to take next set of data 0, 1. Now I am taking 0, 1, right? Now I am taking 0, 1 here. Next set of data is your 3, 2. Okay. Now, okay. Next is 3, 2 I have taken 0. Next I have taken next data is 0, 1. This 0, 1. Next I have taken 2, 1 here. The next data will be 0, 0. 0, 0 means there is no data. Since there is no data, then I have to take 2 zeros to complete the set of 4. Okay. Now hn is 1, 1, 1. Then I said you have to add L minus 1 zeros. I mean, is not it? Then if you add 0, you have to add 1 0, because you have to find convolution. If you have to find convolution, this is a circular convolution. So the x of n and h of n, that should have same number of elements, right? Now y1 equal to h of n, x1 of n, y2 of n, h of n, x2 of n, like that I have to compute up to y6, right? I hope this is all right.
Yes, sir.
So y1, y2 up to y6 I can write using this equation. Now y1 of n I can write hn convolution x6 of n. Sorry, y6 of n. Okay. So y1 of n equal to hn convolution x1 of n. What is x1 of n? x1 of n equal to 0, 0, 3 minus 1. If you write 0, 0, 3 minus 1, then if you multiply this, then you can see that for first row in this column, this is 1 into multiplied by 3. So 3, 1 into minus 1, this will be 2. So this will be equal to 2. And here this 1, 1 is 0. So this 2 element 0. So if you write this row multiplied by this column, this is only thing minus 1. If you look at this, this will be only thing that will be 1. Because this 2 element, this 2 is 0, this is 0. So this is 0, so this will be 3. Okay. Now for this element, you can have only this. You can have 1 into 3 and 1 into minus 1. 1 into 3 and 1 into minus 1. Because 0 and 1 into 0, this is 0. So this will becomes 2. Agreed? So likewise, if you compute y2 and y3, y4, y5 and y6, right? For this H matrix remains same for all the calculation. This is x1, this is x2, this matrix is x3, and this is x4, and this is x5, and this is x6. If you calculate y with h of x4, this will give you this data. Like that you can compute, right? Once you compute, then what I have said, you have to take Here what I have done, I have directly solved this. Now after solving this, you have to write y1 of n equal to 2 minus 1 3 2, like that. You have to write these 6 vectors, right? Which I have not written. What I have done here, so you have to eliminate first 2 elements. You write 3 2. Write that I have written 3 2. See here, 3 2 first element. Then you have to again, these 2 elements you have to discard. So this will be 2 0. So I have written say 2 0. Then you have to write 6 6 y3. Then I have written 6 6. Then y4, that is 5 3. I have written say 5 3. Y5, that is 3 4. So I have written 3 4. And y6 equal to 3 1. I have written 3 1. Like that I have written yn. Right. So I think all of steps are okay.
Yes, sir.
Steps are all right now. No.
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
So now, so these are the steps by which we solve. But this problem, I have not written everything. I have only given the solution and I have written some portion of that. But what you have to write in the exam, the way I have solved the problem in the first problem. First problem, I have written everything in detail. But later part of the problem, when I'm solving, taking more and more problems, I am not writing every detail. So you have, how you have to write in the exam, that is corresponds to first problem I have solved in this particular type of case. Agreed? Now coming back to the question. Coming back to the question that I was asked, that why we have taken n equal to 4. Why n equal to 4? Right? There is nothing like that. That why should I now? Why should I not take 5? Definitely I can take 5. Right? Definitely I can take 5. This is the thing. I am answering the question of Nupur. Nupur ka question of answer there is. Okay. Maybe that was the question of many of you, but you may not have asked me. But Nupur has asked me that why if n equal to 4, if I take n equal to 5. Now let us solve this using n equal to 5. Right? If I take n equal to 5, right? If I take same string and I am discussing the same problem. I am discussing the same problem. That's it. If I am discussing the same problem, 3 minus 1 0 1 3 2 0 1 2 1. I am discussing the same problem that I have discussed just now. But in this case, what I am doing, I am assuming n equal to 5. Now let us look at that how problems solution goes. Now if I assume, now this is first step is same because you are having 3 elements. So I can write m equal to 3, m minus 1 equal to 2. So this is the first step. Second, now I am letting n equal to 5. So if I let n equal to 5, then this will be L plus m minus 1. So what is the value of L? L equal to 3. Previously, what you have got L equal to L value? 2. Yes. Previously, I have got L value? L value 2. 2. Now I have got L value 3. Previous case, I have got L equal to 2. Now I have got L equal to 3. Agreed? So this is the difference. Now L equal to 3. Then I am taking 3 minus 1 0. Now I am taking 3 minus 1 0. All right. Right. Now, how many 0 you should have here? You should have 0.
M minus 1. M minus 1.
So m minus 1 zeros I have taken here. So this will first vector will be x1 of n. Now second, what it will be? It will be next 3 elements. So 1 3 2. I have written 1 3 2. Then I have to take 2 elements from there, and that will be minus 1 0. So I have to take minus 1 0 here. Okay. So last 2 element I have to take here. Next case, what it is 0 1 2. So I have written 0 1 2 here, and I have to take last 2 elements 3 2. So 3 2 I have taken from here. Next case, your 3 elements are over. Now we are left with only 1 element. I will write 1 0 0, 1 0 0, and I will take 1 2 here. Agreed? Agreed? So now x1, x2, x3, x4 will be like this. Now you have to again add here L minus 1 zeros, right? Hn. So Hn, if you look at 3 ones, so I have added 2 zeros. So it becomes 1 1 1 0 0. I hope this is all right. Now we are having 4 things like x1, x2, x3, x4, and I am having Hn 1 1 1 0 0. Now this is 5 by 5 vector. Now Hn is your 5 by 5 vector na, so it will be look like this 1 1 1 0 0. Then if you start it over 1 1 1 0, then 0, like that. How way you write Hn, same way you have to write here. Again you have to start here 1 1 1 next to 0, then again 1 1 1 0 0, then 1 1 1 0 0. So like that you have to write Hn, right? Now when Hn will be convoluting with x1, you will getting yn. Hn will be convoluting with x2, you will getting y2. Hn will be convoluting with x3, you will get y3, and this will be getting y4. Y4 will be Hn will be convolution with x3. So what I have written here, this is 5 by 5 and this is 00310 00310. If you multiply this, you will get 10322. Then if you multiply this, you will get 41046. Then if you multiply 67533, and like that you will get y4 equal to 143. Now while writing the solution, what I have to do, you have to discard first two elements, then I have to write 322. Let us write, see that what we have written, 322, then 046, then say 431 from here, and then we have written 533 from here. Now if you compare this result yn and previously you have got this result, if you have called which problem, 5 4 6, this is same problem, 3 minus 1
3220
3 minus 1, এটাই তো একই প্রবলেম তো। So the are the answers same? Answers?
হ্যাঁ 32 হ্যাঁ স্যার ওটাই দেখা যায় 322066
হ্যাঁ 0
06666 রয়েছে মনে হচ্ছে উপরটা,
আর এটা এই যে 46 আছে,
মনে হচ্ছে তাই। ঠিক
এইটা চেক করো তো একটু, দেখো তো একটু। এই একটা অ্যানসারে একটা গন্ডগোল আছে আর গন্ডগোল আছে কত?
দাঁড়ান স্যার সাইডে একটু পজ করুন। 533431 নিচে নিয়ে আসেন।
এটা ঠিক আছে
5334, হ্যাঁ স্যার
এটাও তাহলে ঠিক হবে প্রবলেমে ক্যালকুলেশন করো। হ্যাঁ এটা বোধহয় কোথাও গন্ডগোলে ক্যালকুলেশন গন্ডগোল আছে, দেখে নিও তো একটু।
আচ্ছা
এটা দেখো, এটা 4 তো 4টা মানে এইখানে 3 1
মানে হচ্ছে মাইনাস মানে 0 0
এটা কি ঠিক আছে? এই ক্যালকুলেশনটা একটু চেক করো, ঠিক আছে?
হ্যাঁ স্যার এটা তো 4ই হবে,
4 হবে
মাইনাস মানে 0 আছে।
তাহলে এইটা কি কোথাও দেখো, এটা একটু চেক করো যে এখানে ক্যালকুলেশনটা ঠিক আছে কিনা বা আমি লিখেছি ঠিক কিনা। বাট হোয়াট ইউ আর সাপোজ টু গেট, দ্য অ্যানসার হ্যাজ টু বি সেম। আচ্ছা এমনি এমনি এইটাতে কি এইটাতে অ্যানসার ঠিক ছিল প্রথমটাতে? ক্যালকুলেশনটা চেক করো।
আচ্ছা
প্রথমটাতে দেখো তাহলে ক্যালকুলেশনটা কোথাও একটা গন্ডগোল আছে। এইটা কত হবে বলো?
এইটা দাঁড়ান স্যার দেখছি।
এটা 3 আর 1 4 হবে।
0 হ্যাঁ 3 আর 1 4 হবে, হ্যাঁ 4 হবে।
এটা 4, এইখানে এইটাতে বলা আছে তাই না? So this will be 4 6. So this will be 4 6. So this will be 4 6, right? So this will be 4. Okay. So this answer and this answer they are same. তার মানে if we take n equal to 5 or n equal to 4 does not make any difference. Are you following? Are you following?
Yes sir. Yes sir.
Whether you take n equal to 4 or n equal to 5, the answer will be same. All right. So therefore, whether you are taking n and make a solution, but what I am suggesting you that for such kind of problem, when you are having 3 points in the impulse response, then you have to take minimum value of that will be 4. Why? Because otherwise your L will be having only 1 point if you take less than 4. Right? If you are taking n equal to 4, then you are having 2 points in the length. You are having 2 points in the sense L equal to 2. But if you take less than 4, then it will be less than 2. Less than 2 means what? 1. Then 1 point means you have to have 10 convolutions. So no use. Is not it? So what I am saying, you have to take minimum value of n equal to 4. If you take n equal to 5, that is not an issue. Agreed?
Yes.
So this is the thing what I have given in this example. Now if you look at direct convolution, if you see x of n and this is your h of n, then if you multiply by 1, you will get 3 minus 1 0 like that, first row. Then if you multiply 1, you will get 3 minus 1, 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, 1, 2, 1. Again, if you multiply 1, that will be 3 minus 1, 0, 1, 3, 2, 0, 2, 1. So now if you write the points 3, if you add this 2, if you add this, this is 2, this is also 0, this is 4, this is 6, this is 5, this is 3, this is 3, this is 4, this is 3, and this is your 1. So this answer will be same as this answer, is not it? Therefore, in direct convolution, also linear convolution, you are getting the same thing. This is the correct answer. This is matching with your final answer. Only thing, there is the one error, that 6 will be 4. This 6 will be 4.
Yes, sir.
All right. So in this example, what I have tried to suggest, that if you take n equal to 4 or n equal to 5, this is not an issue. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good. All right. Now I will give you one more example. Then I will complete this. So one more example, if you see, this is supposed that this is x of n, h of n equal to this. But this example probably, what is the another point? Now this example, I think today I am having 3 minutes. So this example also a very important thing. Okay, let us look into that first if I can complete. Now suppose how many points are there? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And here you are having 3 points. Okay. Now if this is the situation, now suppose I am assuming now n equal to 4 only. First step is your m equal to 3, so m minus 1 equal to 2, l equal to this. Now what happened? I am taking 2 points because l equal to 2 corresponding to n equal to 4. Now what I am writing? First two element 0, then 7, 6, then 7, 6, I have taken 4, 5, then 4, 5, then 2, 4 I have taken. Then next is your 5, 2, then 5, 2. Then what happened? You are having only one element now. Are you following? What is the difference between the previous example and this example? This example is you are now having only 1 point, because how many points are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we are having only 1 point to take, where length of the signal is 2. How do you manage this? What I do, I will write 30. 30. And I have to put it here. Now next, what happened? You have to write 3. Next 3 elements are 0. Agreed?
Yes, sir.
That how do you manage it? Now when you are having 3 elements 0, then in the final result you have to exclude 1 0. That I will see now. Now I have to find y1 of n. Y1 of n equal to h of n convolution x1 of n. This x1 of n equal to this, x1 of n equal to this. You have substituted. Then you have to multiply. Then if you multiply these two, this will be the result. Okay. So first 2 elements are 0. First 2 elements 0. First 2 elements are not required. Okay, now what you have to have? 3 into 7, 3 into 7 and 2 into 6. So that will be 21 and 12. That will be 33. Okay, like that if you multiply, you will get this result. Now y1 of n equal to hn convolution x1 of n, y2 of n equal to hn convolution x2 of n, y3 of n equal to hn convolution x3 of n, and y4 of n h of n convolution x4 of n. Then you will got this value. Now if you write this, then these two value I will write 720, 37, 31, 24, 23, 19, 24, then 22 to 12, then 90. Then I have written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, but 0 I will not write. 0 I will not write. Why 0 I will not write? Because how many elements should you have? Because this is 0 to 8. This is 0 to 8. And this is 0 to 2. 0 to 2. So total it will be 0 to 10. 0 to 10. 0 to 10 means how many elements?
11.
11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 is completed in 9 itself. Okay. So that solution, last 0 will not be taken. Now again you think, suppose you are having xn is a signal. I am having less than 1 minute. So this particular topic I require probably discussion in the next week. That particular topic I will discuss probably, because I am having less than 1 minute. Okay. So only thing time being you understand that we have to exclude the last 0 for this kind of solution, because number of points will be more than otherwise the required number of points. Okay. That particular point I will clarify in the next class.